And we're live. All right. Let's see. How's everyone doing? Oh, Mondays. All right. Let's see. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Getting everything set up right now. Oh, not this one. Let me pull this up. All right. How's Bitcoin doing? Don't tell me this is like, wouldn't that be something if this turns out to be the top? Oh man, that would be wild. Wouldn't that be wild? I think it would be. All right, here we go. So, actually, in interesting news, I found this very interesting. Strong accumulation pattern detected among ETH holders. Significant buy pressure from long-term holders emerged. So for the entire month of June, buy pressure from long-term holders emerged during the June consolidation phase, with accumulation volume showing notable divergence. Let's take a look at this. This was fascinating to me. Oh, is that it? Oh, I thought there was more. There was going to be more. Okay. I mean, just looking at this, we have accumulation addresses and price, and things since over the past month or so have slow. Look at this. This looks like things are ready to go parabolic and really start increasing. I think this is fascinating data. We're now starting to see, let me figure out about getting an account. We're now starting to see, okay, because look at this. Nothing, and then everything's just exponentially. What looks like, all right, let's say the average is somewhere in between here. And now what we're looking at is double, triple, four, looking at 3 to 5x. Let's go. Let's go. Let's look at the history. I think this is also very telling. So active addresses. Oh. An interesting inflection point. Okay. So there seems to, let me back this all up. So when we're looking at the runs, we're looking at everything from 2 cycles ago, double top, and whatever kind of musing's been going on here. There's always been across the 30-day and 365-day lines, yeah, or at least a touch. Now here, bear, touch, a little bullish, back down, and then let's get up and go. And went for, you could argue, what was that, a year? Over a year? Yeah, over a year. Year and a half. It decided to just go bullish. Go from $150, $120, $190 all the way up to $4,000, kissed $4,000, and then we're back down. But when I was going originally, just wanted to share an interesting bit, at least I found interesting enough about the data, is that slowly, this is what kind of the addresses have been. And this is accumulation addresses. Slow, 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 and then things kind of just go parabolic and just go crazy. And what we're also seeing now is calm, 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 and then active addresses. Let's move over. And then it's ready to just start shooting up. Just kind of fluttering up, fluttering. And like we talked about, let's see, when was this? Last week. Is that we saw, where is it? These guys have done a great job. June 25th, 5 days ago, 1.75 million confirmed transactions, third highest daily transaction count in the network's history. I mean, something's going on, something's happening, something's changing. Hopefully we're seeing it in real time and early, but who knows? I know I stuck on ETH. Bitcoin, it is continuing as it is. Of course, yeah. At least what I'm seeing on, and I'm just using CNBC as a major, I'm not seeing the media really push out crypto. Anything that is going on, nothing. It's nothing. Let's see, what's another one? It's quiet. We'll get away from that. Things aren't being heavily pushed. Let's take a look at the ETH chart. Yeah. Everything is sideways. A liquidity provider's dream scenario right here. Yeah, minus maybe that dip, but at least from it got eaten up immediately. Dream scenario for a liquidity provider. You just sit and you can forget it. What's it looking like on the... Oh yeah, look at that. Just provide liquidity and you can just sit. Maybe ETH and USDC if you wanted to. Anyway, all right, what else is going on? Any other things that have caught my eye? Any other things? Not here. I think from just looking at a macro perspective, that's kind of it. I think right now is the best time. Make sure you got your security in place. Make sure you got everything squared away. Cold wallet versus hot wallet. I think that's just the best position we're in at this current moment. That's the noise as I've filtered it down to how I see now. I'm not diving too much into much of anything. Let's see what's going on with stablecoin. Okay, I have to look more into what's going on with stablecoins, but I think all in all, things are looking positive. This is little bits of information that are popping out that I'm just thinking, okay, something's going on. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look how Titan-X is doing sideways. I mean, could anything be more sideways? I'm just taking a look at the chart here. Yeah. Cool. We'll see what happens next. Nothing much. Nothing at the moment really catches my eye about anything. I think it's a lot of same old, same old. We're like every week has its own flavor. This week being we're just sitting and waiting. I think we're all just exhausted. We're hoping for, the next thing to pop, the next thing to go. I'd say unless you found it, I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Figure out your own things. I would just sit. I'm sitting. I've been in my positions for a long stinking time. I would just hang out if I was anyone. That leads me, and this Monday thing is mainly, it's probably just going to be a short one because really there's nothing going on. What I do want to bring up is I made this deck a while back, and I'm showing it on my channel or on my X profile because I just want to help people. So with onboarding, I think the best thing is you got to be able to put them into a good framework for what's going to be best. And I would say here with Titan-X, when you're promoting, if you're talking to people, if you're willing to talk, if you have the courage to, it's up to you. Read the situation what is Titan-X? Hyperdeflationary L1 and L1, fair launch, community built, triple audited secure code, proof of burn. I know Jake, the founder of Titan-X, he's talked a lot about drawing inspiration from other projects and then trying to bridge that gap and bring it together. So what's available? What can you do within the ecosystem? Well, you can compound your positions. Like let's say if you got Titan-X position, you've got Dragon-X, you can compound those positions. You can also use Titan-X to maybe try and compound your ETH position, whatever it may be. Yield farming, we got, while this is sideways, if you want to, you could earn Tink, and through Tink, that has a certain ratio to other coins, and so you can, or other assets, and you can trade that if you want to. You got Ouroboros, so you got lending. We've got our own stable coin. A whole slew of things are available in the ecosystem, and there's more. Titan-X utils, real-time analytics, price per billion, cost breakdown, the ecosystem, and moon math. What Titan-X, and I think if someone were to ask me right now, all right, what is it? It's a leverage play on Ethereum. Got to keep that in mind. On the depending chains, you got your leverage plays wherever they may be, and isn't everything. All right. Architecture view to give everyone an understanding, like, okay, you've got 40 projects within an ecosystem. What the heck are you going to be doing? Well, or how does everything work? Well, here's a way to make it all work and to help it understand. So let's go take a look. Titan-X utils. Actually, let me start with this. I'm going to start with info. One of the great websites to visit to help those into Titan-X, trying to understand it, what's going on. Titan-X info. This is great. Just initial get-go, launch in, step in, FAQs, what's going on. Another It's not a great one, but once you familiarize yourself with the ecosystem, Mike Dean, who's also launched his own project, has this dashboard. And these are all the projects, including NFTs that have launched and even upcoming. You can swap if you want to do some deeper analytics. He's got the here with the premium account. Bubbles, see how things are happening. Ooh, Flux is pumping. Oh, I have to take a look at Shogun. Utah and I took a look at that well over a week ago. And then portfolio. I got nothing. I ain't connecting my portfolio. You got to be out of your freaking mind. So yeah, that's everything going on. I got nothing else. All right. Oh, Shogun was all right. Was Shogun moving in relation to X28? Let's take a look here. Since he and I talked, it I mean this is in relation to this is price chart in relation to X28. Okay. Nothing behind that, just what I'm noticing. Okay. But yeah, so that's TineX Hub. Take a look at it. Next, I'll show you TineX Utils. Let's take a look at this. Comprehensive gateway TineX ecosystem, real-time NFT analytics, track ROI across protocols, and leverage tools to maximize your returns, ideally. Swap token. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that swap. Switch is the preferred decentralized token exchange. Those guys also launched Morpheus. I do not know how it's gone or anything. I mean, you've built it. Hats off to you. All right, so the recent NFT analytics. Let's take a look at this. So Element 280. I know yeah, there he is. Launched on BNB Smart Chain recently. Let's just take a look. I've got no wallet addresses, nothing added, so no one's going to see anything. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, wow. I didn't know there was that many people holding Element 280. Wow. Hats off to them. 7,600 active NFTs, live tier distribution. Oh, hot dog. 145 NFTs, 158. There's a lot of claimable rewards. Nice. Okay. So that was the most recent update. I know Jukes and Keto had pushed out and shared with the community, I think last week. Then you have also your ROI protocols. So here are the auctions. Auctions are it was another way think about token distribution and leverage plays on what they've been built on top of. Then you also have mining. And from here, you got a whole host. Taurus is coming soon. We'll see what it does. Who knows when it'll launch? I know Cryptographics he's very deep in the data on when he wants to launch. Oh, this is coming, isn't it? Yeah. Next release, advanced ROI analytics, real time. This is going to be sick. Looking forward to it. I know they're working their tail off. But yeah. I think this is all coming as well. Cool. So that's another, like I was showing, another breakdown, what helps you can provide people with as you're teaching them, they're trying to learn and understand. All right, last one. I always like a little bit of math, personally. Honestly, I take that I've listened to Prayer Banana talk, and he's like, oh, give me the moon math. Aren't we all? Isn't that what we're all here for? Okay. TineX right now. 1 billion TineX, $135. I don't know. That seems cheap. To me, that seems cheap. Even according to the analytical breakdown, Titan is 100% cheaper than ETH. Oh man, hats off to you there. All-time high, 3 zeros and a 3. That that gets tricky because that's that was that a week after launch. Yeah, that does get tricky because yeah, down 99%. How many now? And down 99%, and all I'm doing is thinking about Richard Hart. He goes, Bitcoin down 90%, 95%, 88%, and Hex does 10,000x. Not saying Titan X will, but the fact of okay, so what? It's down. Does that matter? No. All right, let's see. What if we want? Let's look at Dragon X. 1,500 for Dragon X. Mind you, this is also the protocol that's already done a 100x. Who knows what it's going to do next? Who knows? 100 million? I mean, if I can't get a billion, I may go for some of these smaller amounts, which props to Warren. Almost said Rod Wilson. Rod Warren about creating this. Because now, instead of doing the quick math in your head, you can just go here and voila. All right. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is cool. I haven't looked at this. Ranked cheapest to most expensive. Titan ecosystem leaderboard. All right, so yes, okay, you can't get a billion here. $2.45 for a billion Flux. 36 for AwesomeX. What's the most expensive? Yeah, that makes sense. Dang, Blaze. Okay. $2 million for a billion volt. You can't even get a billion volt. That was a cap supply. Where's Titan X? Oh, the 11th cheapest protocol at $135. Then you got Scale at 84, Element, Flare. Cool. Price per 100 million. Can you even? I have to take a look at Alien X. Anyway, I look at this and I go, ooh, Flux for 10 million Flux for 2 cents. I don't know anything. I don't know about the protocol. I'm not going to comment on it. However, let's do a little market cap simulation. All right, being a leverage play. All right, let's say if I have a billion, not even possible. Not even possible. All right. Titan X, since the most it's done is a 10x, what I need to figure out is when it did its 10x last year and the V2 buy and burn was turned on, was that 10x, how much ETH, I don't remember how much ETH was in, am I able to see how much ETH was in V2? All right, poop. Don't know why it's being blocked. How much V2 ETH, how much ETH within the V2 buy and burn? Anyway, all right, let's say I got a billion Titan X at, oh my. Yeah, let's be a little more realistic. All right, for $135, which is the current price of a billion Titan X, if it does another 10x, got $1,300. You know what? Not too shabby. Let's say it does. I don't think that'll happen. just over $1,300. If it does a 10x, what could be? Let's take a look. All right, what could be what could possibly happen? All right, let's take. I don't Don't want these. All right. Let's say this is the top, not, and then, ooh, what's the bottom? Let's say, for the sake of conversation, it goes to the 2618, 5 zeros and a 3982. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3982. That would be a 29x. I'd take $135 and it would turn me into almost $4,000. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yeah, go ahead, DeFi DGen. Go ahead and take $1 billion each. Go for it, my man. Not too shabby. Where else could it hit? Let's say it went 5-0. Let's say it hits all the way up here. 5 zeros and a 6372. 49x, you would turn $135 into, that's not, yeah, not a full 50x. It would turn $135 into $6,400. That's pretty insane. Not a bad return on investment, would you say? Not a bad return. All right. I got nothing else. I just want to continue on this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tune in Wednesday. Cryptographics and I are going to be diving into more data points, what we're noticing or not noticing, and just talking about. Because everything's sideways right now, I honestly, not much is happening. Not much is going on. So anyway, that's it for today. Later.